Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hello, welcome back.
Yes, so nice to be here. Um, Today, we're going to do an update on a clearing that we did. It was our first clearing in this particular format.
It was. And we
Yes.
have Andrew.
Yes.
Andrew, we are so thrilled to have you back and thank you for doing this follow-up.
Yes. Yes. We love Andrew. We do. I'm just going to say it. We do. We did some work with Andrew prior to in the months prior to the video, and we just were so excited when he reached out and said that he wanted his home cleared. And we were just, I can't even tell you, it was so exciting. So here he is again. We're going to do this update. Before we get to that, please like and subscribe, share with a friend. We'd love to get this information out there, how we can help people clear the entities from their home or just clear the energies, whatever it is that you need. We're really here for you. And we'd like that. So TCS, everydaypsychics.com. We also have a podcast that we don't talk about a whole lot, and we should. And that's I almost said the community spirit.
Oh, it's not. It is the conscious spirit.
Yes, the community spirit is what was my private one prior. So yes, we have meditations on there, weekly meditations, great podcasts, great topics. It's more of the spiritual nature. So check that out as well. All right. Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
So nice to see you again. It's been a few months.
Yes.
It has. 4 months.
4 months. Yeah,
4
way
months.
longer than we expected before reaching out to you.
May 12th.
Yes.
Was when we did the clearings.
Life has been kind of busy. So.
Yes. On my end too. So
yes. 4 months.
Well, summer is just busy.
Summer is a busy time. But 4 months, that's a pretty decent chunk of time to be able to go back and get an update to really
okay,
it's true.
Okay, what really, what kind of a difference did this make over a longer period of time? So
yes. So Andrew, why don't you let us know how the house feels, what's going on? I know you've already told us a little bit, but if you don't mind repeating that so everyone can hear it, and then we'll talk about it.
For sure. I think it's 100 times better.
Yay!
Before Mari-Lyn and Pam came through, there was just certain spots in the house that I could feel like there was something there. And that was like my parents' room, the basement. Like those were the major ones that my siblings felt like things were in. And now I'm great. I just walk down to the basement and don't even think twice about, it being haunted or I don't get anxiety or fear going down there. So
nice.
Yes, that's been incredible. I really don't have any experiences anymore. I have the occasional bad dream.
Okay.
Welcome to life.
But that's life. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's related to spirits. I don't think that is.
Great.
And it's just really my sisters that I think they're more sensitive than I am. And I think they pick up on either passing spirits in the neighborhood, or that's what I think they are. So
yeah.
I have something to say about that. More sensitive than you are.
Yeah, because you're pretty damn sensitive.
I would say they are not as grounded as you are.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
because you are plenty sensitive, my friend.
Yes, you are.
You are also pretty grounded, and you know how to ground.
Yeah.
And you actually practice grounding, if I am not mistaken.
That is correct. I do.
Yes. Yay. Oh, we love hearing that. We love hearing that. And I will also say that you are very logical about the way you approach, like say your sister saying, I hear these things and I hear footsteps or whatever. You logically come at it.
Yeah, I don't come at it with fear.
Right, exactly. So you're going to get a much better read on what's happening. And that's partly, I think, what's with your sisters. I don't like to say that someone, like, I don't think they're lying. I never come at something like, oh, someone's lying to us. Occasionally that happens, but we really try to not approach it in that way that someone's lying. So I don't think your sisters are. However, I do think at least one of them is doing something. If it's rituals, practicing, I don't know if they're, it's very, in my opinion, and Mari-Lyn, I know I can speak for you, very unconscionable. These practitioners, they think they're practitioners, they're not really. Come on to TikTok and they do these little TikToks and they tell you how to create a spell or how to do this or how to do that. And it's really become a problem. I can't tell you how many emails we get. Please help us. Our kid did something in the house and it turned out to be, it was from TikTok. They were just kind of having fun, not sort of seeing the bigger picture of what really can happen when you do those things, when you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
So we open space. Oh, go ahead, Mari-Lyn.
I was just going to ask Andrew, you didn't look overly surprised when Pam said that.
Yes, I think I have a sister in mind that it could be.
Yeah, and I think it's her room where there's a disturbance with the grid. I'm not going to say portal. Other people, like ghost hunters, would say, "Oh, portal."
Right.
But it isn't. It's just sort of, there's kind of a rift in the grids, kind of so there's sort of an opening. We might call it more of a doorway.
Yeah.
And so nothing, I honestly did not feel any lower vibrational entities, anything darker at all. So what that rift can do, and I will call it a rift as opposed to something else, is it can open, whoever's in that room can open up, and I'm going to say it's the sister you're thinking of. Okay. What that can do is it allows her, especially when she sleeps, to sort of access some other realms that you're not going to in your daily life. We always, when we sleep, we have energetic bodies that pop up. We have especially the astral body, but we do have we have many energetic bodies, and they pop out. We fall asleep and they're like, whoop, yay! They're off to the races somewhere and they're getting information and they're doing things. When there's a rift like that, it's very easy to sort of go in there. And you can certainly call things in from there. So I don't doubt the nightmares. I don't doubt that the sister is hearing things. I think what could very well be happening, and Mari-Lyn, please check this for me, is that she is so ungrounded. And there are even practitioners again, who teach you, oh, you do this with your vibration, or you do this with your body, you do this practices, and it opens you up to being psychic. And all it's doing is you're getting ungrounded and you're just sort of tapping into more of the collective. And that's a crazy place to be. You hear all kinds of voices, you can hear footsteps, you hear all sorts of things. It's like in the dimension right next to us. And there's a lot going on. So I think it's something like that that's happening there. I can certainly, fix the grids again in that room. I didn't feel unhealthy grids anywhere else.
Great.
So, Mari-Lyn, what are your thoughts?
I agree I agree 100%. There's a definite feeling of, even in her waking hours, her extra selves
Yes.
are tapping into
Yes.
the other dimensions.
Yes.
And what I had said earlier about her hearing residual energy with the family voices,
Mhm.
if she's, like tapped into those other dimensions and hearing the residual, it's going to feel like it's like right next to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It's
makes
almost
sense.
going to amplify it,
And
if you will.
certainly, Andrew, yes, when you said like there could be just like passersby, so absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. That can happen. What I will also venture to say is that they like it. Your sisters like it, especially the one. This is something we talk about a lot, is it makes you feel like you're special. It makes you feel like you have friends, or like your day is, some people really, I know when I was that age, you want to be around something. You want something to be going on all the time, right? And now, especially these days, with there's so many things to watch and to do on your phone, and what your mind is continually going.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something very, almost, I'm going to say almost comforting, or you feel like you're not alone because you're hearing these things. So it's all very we've been hearing, I mean, this is the past couple of years, it's like it's becoming more and more common for this to happen, like what's going on with your sister.
And even if there's fear involved, the adrenaline that creates, boy, that can be so addictive.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And you, Andrew, would know. I guarantee it. Mari-Lyn and I talked about that before you came on. It's like, Andrew would know if there's something in that house. I guarantee you, you are, dare I say psychic? Yes. Yes, I dare.
Yes, you dare.
We're going to get rid of the whole you're sensitive thing, because that's,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you are, but you're above that. So you are, we've worked with you many a time.
Yeah.
Prior to we haven't since the house clearing, but prior to that, we had a few times, and you are absolutely psychic. Someday, I hope that you will develop that. You are going to be amazing, because you're already, now you grasp it. You get what's going on. You understand how to safely be in activity.
Mhm.
So anyway, with all of that said, that's what I think is going on. They enjoy it. It's become, we see it all the time. It's like having a friend or a pet or something,
Right.
when you can sort of open yourself up to the other dimensions and hear things and see things and so forth. Nothing dangerous is going on there,
Yeah.
which is nice, other than certainly the one sister. It's dangerous for her to be doing that, because it's taking her out of life.
Yes.
It's taking her
Mm-hmm.
into some areas that it's filling a void for her,
Mhm.
and it's the wrong kind of filling. So
Mm-hmm.
um,
And it
yeah.
does open up the possibility for actual danger.
Mhm. Yes, if
Yeah.
that continues,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely. So do you have any questions, or do you want to say anything, Andrew? I know I've been talking the whole time.
No, you're great. I love it all. I love it all. I think just questions about helping her, is that just, of course, to not engage with things that maybe she's unaware that they are rituals or so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Of course, stop that. But then also like grounding, will that be something that will help her?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%. What
Um,
the way you can approach that is
Yeah.
to say to her, if you really want to be psychic, if you really want to fill your space with whatever, whatever she is getting out of it, and you can use your own verbiage, whatever that
Yeah.
is, being grounded and going about it in the right way is so much more satisfying than what she's doing. But she doesn't realize that. None of them do. They don't understand. And because there are many, professionals out there, that's the way they're psychic. They've never grounded in their life. They don't know what that is. They have no idea. They like to live in that chaos, and they get all kinds of information that typically isn't correct. I don't know if you've ever been to, say, like a psychic reading or something, and they'll give you you know immediately if they're grounded or not by the information that's coming in. It's crazy, and it's like, what are you even talking about? That is very common. And so that's what she's learned. But what I don't think she knows is doing it what I would consider the right way, to get grounded and learn about your own energy, how that interacts with other energies, how to move energy, your own energy. You start there. She would be way more powerful if she has the skills that she has now, and they were contained, and she learned how to sort of work within certain boundaries and the integrity of that. She could really be very good. There's she has a lot of life, but a lot of time to practice.
That's true.
Yes, you are leaps and bounds ahead of her because you know how to ground, because all those things that we talked about.
Right.
So, yeah. Not sure where I was going. I'm sure you had a question, and I started, and then I rolled off into nowhere.
It was a question about grounding, so you answered.
And Andrew, maybe you invite her to do a grounding exercise with you.
Yeah, I can do that for sure. Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah, and give her some explanation of what's happening and why. And it will feel really uncomfortable for her at first. There's a real uncomfortable feel when you're used to being out in the chaos, and you bring that down, and you're just with yourself, and you're present, and you're grounded. That can be really uncomfortable for some people.
That makes sense.
So would you
and
like
if you do grounding exercises with her, I would love to hear how much more grounded you feel.
Yes. Yes. It'll ground you too, helping her. Yes.
Ground me. Love it. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know we just sort of started talking about your sisters, and then it went off the rails sort of somewhere, but we're so glad that your house feels nice.
Yes, I'm grateful.
Feels
Thank
clear. You. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other questions for us or anything?
I don't think so. I think you've answered all the questions I have.
Oh, good. So. Oh, good. Yes, this is exciting. I look forward to hearing how it works with your sister, and especially the one. They can both learn it, but especially the one, and I know you know which one that is. Yes. It'll be really beneficial. Really beneficial. Yeah. And there's I had started to sort of think that maybe she was doing this with someone, like a friend or something, but now I'm getting she's not. It might just be something that she has learned on social media. I'm not sure. I think the other one has a friend group, maybe that she talks about it with or something. I don't want to go there. They haven't given me permission to look, but it's just sort of around me, so I won't do that. That sort of that integrity piece that you don't read without permission. Right. So okay.
Yeah. So my question, the rift, the grids in her room, is that something that Pam should go ahead and fix?
That'd be great. I would love that.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I
Perfect.
also, for you, Andrew, I would pay attention to your dreams. I do think you get information.
Okay.
I think you get messaging through that. As we know, dreams can get really
Yes. Crazy.
scattered and weird. And when you start paying attention to them, you'll know, oh, this was just my ego just dumping stress, whatever. Or, oof, this wasn't that. This was a message for me. This was coming from spirit or something. So if you start paying attention, you'll know, like Mari-Lyn and I pretty much know, we wake up in the morning and go, oh, I know exactly what that was. But it's because you start to pay attention and you start like, what is this? Is it really a dream? Is it what messaging? But I think you get a lot of messaging in your dream time. What do you think, Mari-Lyn? I'll go ahead and
I agree. You had mentioned an uptick in bad dreams, and August is a very, I'm going to say, radical time. Oh my goodness, in the stars, planet in the planets.
Yes.
It is a very disruptive time, and we can have so much information coming at us, a lot of it around wounding, a lot of it around where we're headed, and it can be so disconcerting.
Yeah.
So I'm not at all surprised that you've had an increase.
And also, so I went ahead, I covered the everywhere again, just to check. And that was the only place that, but I brought the vibration up everywhere. So it should feel good. And headed into these months, September, October, November, the veils, get thinner. So that's sort of the walls between the dimensions get thinner. And so you can experience more as well. But August, woof. August is with all the shifts and everything. So, okay. Thanks again, Andrew.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was so nice to see you again. And
yes. And stay in touch. We love hearing from you.
Definitely will. I'll update you.
Of course, you are on my very short list of can't wait till he decides to develop.
I will let you know.
I hope he calls me, but if you don't, I understand. But you are on that very short list of people just waiting. Okay, someday maybe I'll get that call. Because you have a very bright future if you choose, or however you decide to use that. It also, as you know, corresponds with just creativity, and you are very creative, a very creative person, and those two go together just beautifully. So anyway, thank you so much. And Andrew, why don't you stay on here, but we'll close this out.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll put the link to Andrew's, to the actual clearing. If you haven't seen it, please go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Andrew was our first with the new format that we did. And we were always been so grateful to him.
So very grateful to you, Andrew.
Yes.
I don't think we realized what an opportunity that presented to us. To help more people. So
and I've asked, it's like, why did we were kind of a little nervous we didn't know how, we're kind of in that age group where you don't always know how to do things.
Right.
And then you came along and it was like we immediately knew.
Yeah.
We immediately knew what we were supposed to do. So we had been waiting for you. You were definitely, our paths were absolutely supposed to cross.
Agreed.
Appreciate you. If any of you have activity and you want us to clear it out, TCSeveryDayPsychics.com is how you get a hold of us. And we hope you do, even if you're not sure if you do or not, send us an email and we can talk about it. So,
Absolutely.
all
You
right.
think you do, you probably do.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. And
Thank you.
we'll see you next week.
Take care.
Bye.